All right, coaches, let's talk about the Jet series. Been really good to us. I think average about 8.2, 8.3 yards per carry on the Jet. The overall series, I think I average 8.8 yards of all the plays in the series working together. Great play for rookie tackle padded flag and try to get the ball to your really fast kids in space as quickly as you can. So again, I think of it as our zone dive, just a horizontal version of it. So let's get going. I'm going to draw it up here. I have a basic green formation, Y, X, the T is lined up in the weak slot. I have a kick defense over here. Let's get going. So we're going to run it just like zone dive. This is the same blocking. Action keys right here. Everybody steps with their right foot first on a 45-degree angle, and then they get vertical on their second step where they engage. Okay? I'm covered, right man over, my Y. Just same thing as zone, nothing different. Same thing as our zone plays. Going to try to get inside leverage of him. Center, double team if he shows up. If not, he has a play side A gap, finds a linebacker. Now in the Jet, we're going to have more of a horizontal flow, so his path is going to be more wide. He needs to run to where that Mike's going to be. Okay? He has to kind of read him. If he flows hard, take a path. If he doesn't flow as hard, you got to mirror him because we could get a bend it back play. Okay? What we do is we go in late short motion. Okay? Again, he would be lined up if there was a tight end right behind where he would be. Down, ready, set, hit. On the S and set hit, he's going to start in a late fast motion. Our goal is 1 to 2 steps. No more than 2 steps, and it's fast. All right? Then his path is right across here. And he wants to hit this with speed. I want to get to the edge as fast as I can. The key to this thing is speed. All right, it's got to be 110%. Sometimes I'll put a cone, a landmark. He's got to get there as fast as he can. Okay? As he's getting the ball and in motion, he's looking at the action key. Or he's going to read him. Okay? Or a quarterback, he's going to spin 180 degrees. And he always spins towards the Jet. So if this is Jet right, he's got to open up left. And what he does is he hides the football. All right, so my quarterback literally has the football, keeps it seated, and he's right here, shoulders square. He doesn't reach the ball. He just lets the Jetter take it from him. Okay? After that, he's going to fake a keeper pretty flat and around here. He's not getting a lot of depth. Okay? Hit it with speed. As we're meshing, he's reading the defensive tackle. He's going to go outside every time, and there's no blast component. It's basically you're bouncing it outside. Okay? With speed, you want to get to the sideline if we can. Now he's reading this thing. Sometimes this kid will make an aggressive outside move or some kind of bull rush. What our kids do, if he reads that, he makes a sharp 90-degree cut, one step, and he bends it back in this play set A gap. Sometimes this kid will overflow and there's nobody there. And actually, it's a pretty nice play. Sometimes, he's just waiting for a kid right there and to get a 4-yard gain. Okay. Sometimes you'll see the defense do this on purpose. We'll line up in this formation to one team last year in the second half. Every time they saw Jet, he ran here. This kid just waited. As soon as the ball was snapped, he filled, and they forced us to bend it back. So what we need to do is have a different play. And what I like to do is run that Raider play. If you look at our Raider series, we double team him. Quarterback rolls out. He has a whip out. If the mic comes in, if we don't have a mic over top, if he's not open, a quarterback will run it, and there'll really be no mic there. So that'll help out. So that's a good mix-up. Also have some options on this. We have called Jet Joker and Jet Keeper. If we run Jet Right Keeper, everything is exactly the same except now the quarterback keeps the ball. This was a huge play for us. We ran it 8 times last year, 4 for touchdowns. All right, hopefully, best case scenario, this kid's undisciplined and he runs over. Especially if he's man-to-man defense, he's going to go with him. There's nobody backside. Or if it's zone, he stays out here. You got a one-on-one matchup, how your best athlete on their corner, and you can just break a tackle. Okay? Key is, if this kid ever gets upfield on the keeper play, he might have to duck under it and come up here, which happened twice last year for my team. All right, Jet Joker is the exact same play, except now our X receiver is going to come behind our jetter, and he's going to do a fake reverse. We call it joker because we're joking him out. Asher, is this still filming?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to make a good fake with speed. Our running backs, we want them to run shoulder to shoulder. I just have our jetter, as he does a handoff afterward, just kind of peek around him for 1 or 2 steps to kind of sell it that it was a reverse. And he just goes. Our hope is he comes here, and we go. A great play. When I needed a big play, that was one I would go to. That was really easy. I just felt like it works better than the reverse because you don't have to do the handoffs, and sometimes in the reverse these guys bleed upfield and it get kind of ugly. So those are 3 plays off 1 right there. The other thing we can do is you can run it to the weak side. So if they do kick the linebackers over, we're really good over here. So we could line up in our red wing formation, and we could run it weak. You can go on motion, and it's a good play to get your X the ball. Or if they're not kicked over, you can just rotate your tailback and your X for it. You can say, hey, you know what, Jimmy, you go to tailback, you go to X, and it's a good way to get some of your smaller, faster kind of receivers the ball in a jet. But we can run it weak if they kick over. Boom, 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 boom. He'd get the corner, all right, and then you run it weak. The other thing you can do is you could also run the keeper play to the strong side. So you could go red, jet left, keeper. That way you have a lead blocker on the corner. So that's another good way to do that too. Okay. Another play over here is special. So jet right special. And all we're going to do is it's a pass. Okay. So after he gets a handoff, he's going to get depth like he's rolling out. Okay. And then we have our, what I like to do is have him double team here to secure the edge. And then our wide receiver runs a flag route. He either throws it open or he can run it. Okay? That double team kind of helps secure that edge for us. Great for 2-point conversions because we can either run or pass. So that's been a good 2-point conversion play for us. Next one, 2 more. Popcorn. Love this play. All right, so popcorn is a double handoff, kind of a counter. And what we want to do is we run it to the strong side. So it would be jet left. Okay? What I do is I have him just deepen up a little bit so he can get a, oh, actually no, I want him to run flat. And it's an outside handoff. He gets the handoff, the quarterback after the mesh, he becomes lead blocker. I have these kids, all right, double team there. He double teams here. Linebackers, we're just counting on flow to get them out of there. Okay, so we don't block them. And then our, after this handoff, we get a second handoff. He's off to the races. Now what we've done in the past, if I just had this kid stand there, he literally comes here, he makes a pocket, it hits so quick we can get out there. That way he's not getting a handoff on the run. If you got kids who can maybe handle a little bit better, I mean, you can't have him start to come this way and get a quicker handoff. It just was a little sloppy in practice, so I just literally had that kid stand there. But if your kids can pull it off, that'd be great. Key is getting clean handoffs, right? So that tailback or the slot back, he's got to make a nice handoff and put in his belly in the right spot. To me, it's up to him. The jetter has to put it in the right spot for that kid, or popcorn kid. We call it popcorn because it's like pop, pop, real quick. Okay? Another good one. A lot of times I'll run jet the first play of the game, second play of the game, run popcorn and try to get a big play and get a lot of momentum early on. So worth running a couple times a game. This one I'm putting in this here called jet boot. Be against the same concept. You'd run red wing, jet left. Okay? And we'd run a boot pass where he'd get depth, and then we'd run him on a corner route. It's kind of like our jet special play, except now the quarterback's rolling out. He reads him. Hopefully he runs, these guys flow with the jet, hits it over the top, or he can run it. That's our jet series. Pretty simple. They all kind of feed off each other. I feel like our jet series gives us some more of those specialty plays, especially if our motion is late and fast. we start getting eyeballs and flow. And if we're getting, 8 yards of pop on this thing, it'll really open up some of these other plays for big plays for you.